Hey there. On Linux, one convenient thing is how you install most common software. Like I'm on Ubuntu here, say I want to download and use 7-zip, I can just run sudo apt install 7-zip, then done. 7-zip is installed and usable. On the other hand, in Windows, most people usually go to a website, hope that they're not on some sketchy or phishing site, download and run the exe, go through an install process, and then they can use 7-zip. It's not the case with 7-zip, but a lot of times download pages will be filled with ads and fake download buttons, which might be malicious too. But it turns out that Windows actually has its own package manager, which lets you install programs and software very similar as to how you do on Linux. And that is by using the winget command. So I'm on the Microsoft Docs side for winget, and it is installed by default on most modern Windows versions. So you probably don't have to install anything else to get started. If I scroll down here, we can see a list of available commands. Obviously, I won't go through every command here, but we can see winget in action with my 7-zip example. I'll open a terminal window, run a winget-v just to verify that I have it installed and I can see my current version. Next, just run winget install 7-zip. Allow the UAC, and 7-zip is installed just like that. As you can see, this can be much more convenient than how you typically get software on Windows. I can show some more here since software management is more than just simply installing something. Like, what if I didn't know 7-zip was available with winget? I could run winget search 7-zip, and this shows packages available in the Microsoft repo with that keyword. So here is the main 7-zip, and note the moniker value is set here, so winget will assume that this is the one you want. So even though I didn't specify the whole ID, winget assumed that I wanted this one, which would be correct in this case. If you wanted to see more information about a specific package, you can run winget show, and then the ID. And of course, we get a decent amount of information on it. Like down here in the installer section, you can see that winget reaches out to the official 7-zip website to grab the installer behind the scenes. Very similar as on Debian-based Linux distros, where you can run sudo apt update to update your package manager's available software versions. You can run winget source update. Something really cool is that you don't need to install software via winget in order to manage said software. I'll run winget upgrade, and it'll show me programs that I already have installed on Windows that winget can see as upgrades available. I can see that I have Notepad++ already installed, but it is running an outdated version. So I can copy the ID, and then I'll run winget upgrade, and then the ID. Just run this. Allow the UAC. Should be good, but I can double check just by listing all applications installed on my computer and then filtering for Notepad++. And as you can see, Notepad++ is now on that new version. I'll clear this real quick. And if I wanted to just upgrade everything available, I can do a winget upgrade -- all. Next, to uninstall a program, you can just do something like winget uninstall, then the ID. I'll use Notepad++ as an example, so I'll just get that app ID by looking through all my apps again. I'll grab this. So winget uninstall app ID. And it should be uninstalled, but I will double check one more time by looking through all my applications. And it's gone. And lastly, of course, if you wanted to get help or see different commands available with winget, you can just run winget -- help. And like these are different base commands available. And if you wanted help or to see more options available with these individual commands, you can run something like winget source -- help. But I've seen that you can basically just add -- help to any of those commands. There's more to show on winget, but I think I hit most of the key points in this video. It is definitely worth mentioning that Microsoft does maintain a GitHub repo for the Windows Package Manager community repo. This is Winget's default software source. You can go into manifests and see info on the packages as well, like this is the one for Notepad++. Besides just being convenient, using a package manager like this also has the added benefit of streamlining vulnerability management. Like usually on Windows, say if there was some program installed with a high-level CVE announced, and hackers are exploiting it in the wild, you probably wouldn't realize a patch was released until you manually open up that program the next time you needed it, and then it's scanned for updates. However, with winget, you can see mostly everything at once, as long as it's tracked in that winget source repo. There are other package management solutions on Windows, like Chocolatey, but winget is installed by default, which is a big positive, and I thought it was cool to show off. Well, that's about it for the video. Hopefully you learned something.